Hi everybody, this is Music in COVID Time 25. I'm Tom Georgie, and today I'm kind of trying out the concert setup for the online concerts in a week or so. So if you have an opinion about my setup, I'd be glad to hear from you. So today I'd like to play one little piece by Herschel, his Caprice number 7. And the violin today is in fully modern setup with a modern bridge, modern tailpiece, and an A440. And after I play the Herschel Caprice, I'll answer a few of the questions that came in. So first of all, William Herschel Caprice number 7 from about the 1760s, between 63 and 68 in the 1760s. Caprice 7 by William Herschel. Just a few things about the surroundings. So these two prints, this one here is called Intermission. It's a fine art print by Fernandez Armand called Arman. And the one on the other side, this one over here, is actually called Viola de Moy. And maybe I'll talk more about that one in a Viola de Moy episode. But anyway, I wanted to answer a few questions. I've got 4 questions, I think, that have come in. Let's just see. Right. So first of all, am I happy with the violin? No, I'm not happy with the violin. I mean, it hasn't graduated from Harvard and become president of the United States yet, right? And phoned home. So no, I'm not happy with the violin. And what will the name of the violin be? One of my friends suggested it should be COVID-19-20. So I suppose that's possible. I haven't made a label for the violin yet, so maybe I could put that on the label. In COVID time, I made this violin, and this gets a nice segue to the other question that was asked is, so excuse me, how much of this did you actually make? And I'm going to say quite a lot. Okay, so maybe the thing I'm proudest of, let's give you an example, is actually cutting the neck borders and fitting the neck. Because that was done during the high COVID time. I did that entirely on my own with just instructions over the phone. And I made it a little harder for myself because I was aiming for neither a Baroque violin nor a modern violin. I wanted what I was calling an in-between violin, so the usual ways of measuring the overstand didn't really apply, and it took me a little bit of figure it out. It took me about 3 days to carefully shave the neck mortise into what I thought was right, and I'm still looking at it, I don't know, a month or 2 later, and it still seems to be okay, and certainly the violin is playing. So not all of the operations were quite like that. For instance, I cut the sound holes myself, but I had to have a cutter for the holes to get in there at all. That's not a tool that I have or that I'm apt to buy for making one instrument. And that was very kindly loaned to me, plus a lot of additional explanations to help make it possible. The fitting of the bass bar, for instance, that was something that I did, and it took me once again, like the neck mortise, a few days to figure it out, and I could not have got it glued in place on my own. I needed, once again, specialized tools that were very kindly provided, and I was given a lot of help with. So yeah, so I think that we'll stop there for the questions for today. The name of the violin, I'm going to say, is up in the air. I have an idea that I'll talk about next time. But I think not COVID-19-20. I think I'll put that on the label. Anyway, if you have any feedback about my home concert setup or anything else about this, please let me know. And I'll see you next time. Take care.